Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Cindy and this is Cornerfield Farm. The other day I posted a video to show you how to make chocolate chip zucchini bread, and it's incredible, yes. But today I'm going to make some zucchini bread, but I'm going to make jumbo size muffins, and I thought I would bring you along and show you how we like to use up some of our excess zucchini. This recipe has a lot of ingredients, but it's simple to put together and it tastes absolutely delicious. So let's get started. The first thing that this recipe calls for is for you to cream together the eggs and the sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and get going on the eggs. Let me get my scrap bowl and put it over here. I normally do not crack right into my bowl. However, there's nothing in there, so I'm taking a gamble. Sometimes I do that, and the last egg is a bad egg. Then they're all bad. And number 3. All right, got our 3 eggs. Now we'll get our sugar. Get our 2 cups of sugar measured out. Well, this is going to take forever. Okay, here's 1 cup of sugar. And 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and raise up this mixer and get this going. I'll bring you back in just a second once this has run for a few minutes and this is all creamed together. I want to bring you in here so you can see that. Got that nice creamy look to it. We're just about there, and then we're going to be ready to add in our oil, which we need 1 cup of oil. There it is. There it is. You see that nice fluffy mixture. Now we'll go ahead and get ready to add our oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you want, canola, coconut, whatever works for you. For this particular recipe, I'm going to use canola, and this is a lot of oil. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this going and cream it all back up together. You see that is nice and thick. You can see the mixer lines as it goes through there. That is a nice good cream. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our seasonings, and we'll get our dries together and we'll add that in last. But let's get our seasonings together. Alright, I am so sorry you can hear the mower. It is so incredibly loud. We are going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Here's that cinnamon. Now we're going to add in a teaspoon of baking soda. I keep bumping this camera. It's going to fall down in a minute. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of cloves. A teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger. This is not fresh. Now I've tried to leave the ginger out because I'm not a huge fan of ginger, but it just doesn't taste the same without it. And now we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla, we go. And we'll get this all mixed up together. I've got 1 cup of flour, just stirring that in there. This will be cup number 2. We're just going to let it mix very gently. I'm going to scrape down the sides and add cup number 3. Alright, this will be our last cup of flour. I just got this on a gentle mix. Now we're going to add in our nuts, if you want those, and our zucchini. My son just reminded me that he cannot eat walnuts with his braces, so we will not be adding nuts, but we will go ahead and get our zucchini mixed in. Bear with me here, I'm having to switch hands. Oh yeah, it's nice and thick. I like to fold it manually because the zucchini gets stuck around the head of my mixer, and I cannot stand that. Alright, it's all mixed up. It's ready to go. At this point, you could put it in a bread pan and stick it in the oven on 350 for 55 to 60 minutes, thereabouts. This should make 2 loaves. And you'll want to check the center and make sure it comes out clean. However, I'm not making a loaf today. I'm going to make jumbo muffins. And those have a different temperature to start with. Ugly muffin pan. Ugly muffin pan, meet YouTube, YouTube, meet my ugly muffin pan. I went ahead and turned the oven on 425. We're going to let that heat up, and we are going to fill these up about 3/4 of the way. And then we're going to stick them in the oven for about 5 minutes at 425. Then we're going to lower it down to 350 for about 15 or 16 minutes until the toothpick in the center comes out clean. So this is really it for jumbo muffins. Like I said, if you want to do bread, this makes 2 loaves, and you will bake that at 350 for 55 to 60 minutes or until your toothpick comes out clear. Let me know if you decide to try this. I'll be interested to hear what you think. This is one of my boys' favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and finish scooping these and get these in the oven. I will bring you back when I pull them out. All right, I pulled my muffins out and I'm gonna check them. Nice and clear. Already checked that one. So I'm gonna check this one. Nice and clear. They are ready. They did not cook in 16 minutes on 350. They actually took 24 minutes once I turned it down to 350 because I put way too much stuff in there, but these are gonna be delicious. Y'all, look how amazing these are. These are gonna be so good. I think I'm gonna have enough to take on our little road trip with us, so we'll have a snack in the car. The pig is licking the air and tasting the air. She is super excited about these muffins, even though she's not getting one. Let me know if you try these. Leave me a comment, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Thanks for joining us today.